I've seen this done on the television, very dramatic final wishes, but I do know that I want to tell all of you I have loved you in spite of yourself. And I do have certain wishes. One of them is for the last breath that I take on this earth, whether it's next week or 30 years from now or 15 years from now, that you will understand this is what I want for each one of you. I think the first thing I really wish was that there was some harmony, but you all make your own way through each other's life. Some of you positively, some of you not so positively. And when it comes to the time for a celebration of my life, I am hoping that there will be a memorial service to which people are invited. I don't know how many will come and how many will have anything to say. But whatever you want to say, just remember I'm watching you, I'm listening to you. I really also want to address the wishes of what to do with my ashes after I've been cremated. If you want to sprinkle some over where Brian is buried, that would be great. I have a Japanese maple tree in the memorial garden at the side of the church. And there is that Japanese maple. You can fertilize that also with my ashes. And then each one of you, I think, should get I don't know how the funeral parlor does it, but each one of you should get one that you can do what you want to do with it. I know Matthew would like to probably spread them out at the bay, and that's fine with me. Tracy may want to sprinkle some right near where she's living, and that's fine with me. Remember, Tracy, I'm watching you, I'm listening to you, and I'm very thankful for all that you have done also. And Russell, you have been so beneficial in this past year, especially in supporting me, in helping me. And when I say supporting me, I don't mean financially, I mean just with the pat on the back, the grocery shopping you've been doing, all the meals that you have prepared day after day after day. You have really turned into a great cook and a great baker. I wish you a lot of good days ahead with that, actually a lot of good years. And what you've undertaken lately, I am so happy for you. And I think that the fact that you did cross a new threshold is remarkable. You have overcome a lot of obstacles in your life. Tracy, you have remarkably done well. I think that was not very good grammar, but you know what I mean. You have learned to, actually I don't think you've learned. You've been a very independent person since you're very little. You learned how to speak when you were a little one. You didn't learn it, you just did it. You just plowed right in and started talking at the age of 8 months. And the first word out of your mouth was Tex, our dog. And Mom was the last word out of your mouth. It took another month or two. You were not so easy to toilet train because you're very stubborn. And you may not want everybody to know that, but everybody that knows you knows that you're a determined person. And you're an achiever. I thank you for all that you have done in so many ways. And Matthew, I thank you for all of the clamming that you've done over the years to help further yourself, and at the same time put another quart of milk in the refrigerator. So that has been so appreciated. Just as Brian worked very hard at a very young age, actually at an age when he was not supposed to be able to deliver papers, so that he could put quarts of milk in the refrigerator also. And so in that way, I am proud of each one of you, that you've overcome a lot of unpleasant moments, but we always made the best out of it. Sometimes it was a trip to Lake Ronkonkoma, having our Sunday breakfast over there once. I read the comics, you all played in the sand, and then we went to Sunday school, and that's a great visual picture to me. So each one has contributed in so many different ways, and I can't say enough thank yous to all of you. And I just hope that you will abide by my wishes, because don't forget, Mom is watching. Mom is also listening. So behave yourselves. Once in a while, call each other and say something nice. Just to say hi. That would be a good thing. Because again, Mom is watching and listening. And that's probably the most, or the least, that your mother has ever said. I don't remember, but whatever. Enjoy yourselves. You can cry for a little while, but then dry those tears and remember the good times. And that I am not only watching you, I'm hugging you. I hope you feel that hug. And I love you all. I thought of a few other things, and right now I have to interject. Russell, do you remember about a year or so ago you said to someone, or maybe to several someones, knowing my mother, she'll probably sit up in the casket before you close the lid and say, Mom is going to sit up and say one more thing. And that's about what I'm doing right now. I'm never at a loss for words, have my kids? And that's who I am. I did think of several things. One of the things, I know I mentioned Tracy before, but one thing that really impressed me when Tracy was 12, and Tracy, you may not remember it, but I certainly do. Mothers remember everything. You said to me, when I go to college, I want to go to Hope College. I said, Tracy, you're only 12 years old. Why are you thinking of college? And you said, because that's where I'm going. And you did it all on your own. You did all the footwork, and I never did anything except sign my name to one page. And you earned your own way, and for that I am so proud of you. You never asked me for a penny, but you earned your own way, and part of it was by signing for the hearing impaired at Hope College. And I'm glad that you learned sign language at that time, because you didn't have to depend on any single one of us, just on yourself. And for that I'm so proud. And of course you went on to further your education by the grades that you got, by the perseverance that you had, and for the determination. I wish I had had that kind of determination in a lot of my life, because things might have been different, but if they had been different, then I might not have had all the experiences that I've had. I've worked, maybe not always behind a desk, but I've worked, and I've had a few interesting times. As so many of you know, I cooked for Calvin Klein. I cleaned his next door neighbor's house by mistake. I did a lot of things that put a smile on my face, but on everybody else's. And to all of you who remember me as making you laugh, it just came naturally to me, I guess. But I think that shows that no matter what happens in your life, if you have the right attitude, you can always find something to laugh at. But each and every one of you has done your part, some a little bit more than others, but that doesn't mean I love any one of you more than I do the other. Some of you are a little bit more difficult to raise, but we did it.